Hey guys, Justin with AmericanTrucks.com here with our latest installment of truck news. Now, this episode is designed to catch you guys up on a bunch of happenings in the Ford truck world that have been going on over the last few months or weeks. So sit back, kill a few minutes with me, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you dig what we do. But first up, let's talk about the unexpected return of the beloved model in the F150 lineup, and that is the Harley Davidson Edition. Now, just this week, it was announced that the specialty truck was making its return for 2019, but not in the conventional sense, as it's not going to be built by Ford. Instead, it will be built by truck customizer Tuscany, makers of over-the-top models such as the STX, the Black Ops, and the Tonka Edition trucks. Now, some of the highlights of this truck do include custom Harley branded Fat Boy style 22-inch milled aluminum wheels, which I actually think look pretty good wrapped in the 35-inch Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires. Now, to fit the 35s, Tuscany called on BDS suspensions to raise the truck approximately 4 to 6 inches while also incorporating Fox shocks to help smooth out the ride a little bit. Now, designers at Tuscany and Harley Davidson worked closely together to help come up with some body panels and trim to really make this truck look unique. And I will applaud the efforts because I think what they've done really adds to the bold lines of the F-150, but without being too crazy or over the top. Now, this does include unique touches to that front end, including changes to the 2-bar grille, ram air style hood, and bumper caps for both the front and rear. You're also going to be looking at color match flares along with a unique tailgate applique, while that trademark Harley Davidson orange can be found throughout the exterior and interior of the truck. Now, Flowmaster actually kicked in a unique dual exhaust system here, complete with orange accented billet tips, the Tuscany special folding paint match tonneau cover, and a Harley Davidson bed rug kind of round out the exterior goodies. However, it wouldn't be a Harley truck without badges. Lots and lots of badges. In fact, no less than 24 Harley badges can be found scattered both inside and out of the limited production trucks.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Oh, no.
Now, speaking of the inside, I will say the Tuscany treatment is rather plush, including these custom leather seats complete with orange thread, unique gauge cluster with orange accents, and even unique floor mats and pedal covers, all donning that orange and black HD logo. And while engine options or pricing really haven't been formally announced yet, expect it to fall in line with other Tuscany builds and start right around that $70,000 to $80,000 mark and only go up from there. But let's move on to some other truck news, this time involving the 2019 Raptor. And no, it is still not receiving the 7-liter V8, but keep on holding to that dream and maybe someday it will become a reality. However, what it is receiving is a new updated Fox suspension complete with electronically controlled live valve technology, taking the already badass off-road machine even further. Now, this suspension is just flat out next level stuff, guys, and even includes a jump mode. Yes, you heard me right, a jump mode, because not all Raptor owners are pavement princesses after all. Now, jump mode basically detects automatically when the truck gets a little bit of air and sets those dampers to full stiff upon landing to ensure the truck lands smoothly and doesn't bottom out. On top of the adaptive suspension, Ford also included a new trail control system for low-speed off-roading, think crawl mode if you will, that basically allows the driver to focus on steering inputs below 20 miles an hour while the truck handles the throttle and braking inputs. Other notable changes to the 2019 do include these brand new Recaro seats. I am totally jealous. New tweaks to the rear tailgate applique, new beadlock capable wheels, which do look pretty awesome, and finally new colors including Velocity Blue and Agate Black. This means Lightning Blue, Avalanche, and Shadow Black are all getting the boot for 2019. But again, for you guys holding out for cylinder count, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to wait for another model year until any possible changes there. However, one truck that is getting a new power plant for 2019 is the 2019 F150 Limited, which is now inheriting the Raptor's 3.5-liter high-output EcoBoost V6, pumping out 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, which is up dramatically over the 2018's limited numbers. Now, this really isn't anything new, as Ford did something very similar back in 2011, sharing the Raptor's then 6.2-liter V8 with the Limited at that time, so a bit of history repeating itself, if you will, but much to the benefit of those future limited owners out there. Now, unfortunately, yes, Labor Day has come and went, meaning summer is officially over, but that just means we're getting a little bit closer to seeing the Ford Ranger on the road. Now, Ford's new / not really new micro truck is slated to hit US dealer lots here in the next couple of months, and pricing will start right around 28 grand for your base XL model, while a fully optioned out Lariat will get you all the way to 40 grand. Now, no matter what trim or your options, all of the trucks at this time will be coming with the 2.3-liter EcoBoost, which has been revamped for truck duty and backed by that 10-speed automatic. And while I will say everyone but the US seems to be getting their kicks in with this new Ranger Raptor worldwide, I will say to you, my friends here in the States, stay patient. It will be coming. Now, if you know how Ford likes to operate, you know they don't like to show their whole hand all at once. They like to keep drumming up interest by releasing these specialty models over time. Case in point, my other love, the Mustang, was refreshed back in 2015, while Ford released the GT350 a year later, and the community is still buzzing about the GT500. So again, my prediction is stay tuned, as I would bet a lot of money they will be releasing that Ranger Raptor here stateside in a couple of years. All right, guys, last but not least, yes, there is a 7-liter V8 truck coming to you in 2020, but sorry, Raptor hopefuls, that engine is destined, at least for now, for Super Duty use. Now, this really shouldn't come as a huge surprise, but we have been catching more info on this new 7.3-liter gas engine, codenamed Godzilla, from a few sources, including SVT Performance, and have even caught a few glimpses of it testing on a recently camoed up dually. Now, this does mean that the 6.2 and the 6.8 are both going the way of the Buffalo, and this engine will be carrying the torch for the brand when it comes to commercial and Super Duty gas use. Rumor has it, it will be a higher compression engine with DI and possibly even port support. And rumor has it, it will be making north of 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque at the crank. All right, guys, before we get out of here, a quick little giveaway in the form of a $150 gift card to one lucky viewer for AmericanTrucks.com. Simply comment below on any of the topics discussed in this video, subscribe to our channel, of course, and we'll pick one winner at random in the next couple of weeks. Also, if you've had any questions you've just been dying to ask us, or you can't seem to get an answer to in regards to all things F-150, whether stock or aftermarket, please drop us a comment in here or reach out to our Instagram page at American Trucks, or even give me a shout personally at @AmJustinDugan, and we'll do our best to give you an answer right away. In the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Justin, and for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.